And welcome to
the Highest Fuck Podcast with your boys
Matt Jackson
and Joe motherfucking Cool. What's up, y'all?
and we're here again. We just got done recording Night of Champions, so go check that out.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Aew. No, wait a minute. Double or nothing.
Double. We need to start over.
I was at Fear Fest, guys. I already told y'all in the last podcast.
We need to start
I'm
over.
confused.
I actually didn't watch Double or Nothing.
We're talking about it. We're just going to talk about it because it's wrestling related, and we're going to talk about that, random stuff, whatever. Just walk and talk. And so we're here, and we are doing some things. I am freaking
Doing things.
cleaning while I'm doing this. So anyway, so what we're doing is this is a random spastastic show, but we're gonna just talk.
So I watched the first match of the pay-per-view. I watched the first one.
Yeah.
I watched Orange Cassidy Battle Royal for his title. And that was an interesting match.
I would think so with what Darby Allin you said, right?
It came down to Swerve and Orange Cassidy at the end of it because it was for Orange Cassidy's championship, a Battle Royal.
Yeah.
Darby Allin was not in that match. But the first match, it was a good match. It was a Battle Royal for Orange Cassidy's title. It had a lot of interesting dynamics.
Of everything, that's good to know.
And then Swerve Strickland got eliminated in the final elimination by our boy Pockets.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Boy Pockets, we're gonna say it like Jim Cornette says.
Oh. Freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
Freshly squeezed. Orange motherfucking Cassidy, boy. That's my dude. I love him. I named my cat after his nickname that Jim Cornette gave him, Pockets.
It was a good Battle Royal. Let's see. I don't really know much about AEW to be able to commentate on it.
Let's just flow. What's the other
They had a Jericho Adam Page match. I watched part of that. Sabu jumped on top of.
I want to talk about the Sabu thing.
Sabu jumped on top of Adam Page's friends.
Oh really?
No, not Adam Page's friend. Jericho's. The Jericho Appreciation Society. Sabu jumped on top of the Jericho Appreciation Society onto a table.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking insane. And I'm going to watch all this stuff, so we're gonna fucking have some stuff rocking and rolling. I mean, we got some plans for the weekend. We got some interviews coming up. We got things like that coming up, and that's stuff that's definitely gonna be happening because we're getting ourselves. We had to take this time away for a little bit just to have I guess we'll call it just a mental. Get us refocused, reset, whatever you want to call it. We took a break. I'm calling it a break, but other people call it a mental whatever. But I just call it a break so I don't, get too much into anything. So whatever. So we had a break and we're back, and so things are going to be a little whatever. But we are going to watch these shows and come back to y'all and have the interviews back coming up. We got Rob Killjoy's down to talk about his tag team win that he had recently.
Rob Killjoy
and White Mike.
Dude.
Yeah. So White Mike and him just won the tag team titles.
For
together.
AEW?
No, for some other company, RCW. I can't remember the company though. I just can't.
MJPW.
I don't know what it was, but anyway, so they got the titles and stuff.
GCW, RCW.
Who the flip knows? And so I don't know. So we're gonna get them on the show. We got some other stuff coming up in the future with other people coming on the show. We're gonna get Chuck Singer. We need y'all to donate. Chuck Singer. We need some donations coming in. You see the JF Killer thing. We need support from that because the man is dying. And we just found out about it. But if you watch Night of Champions, then you already know that. But other than that, we need to know that we need to let people know that they matter. And so we would like if y'all could help us out with that so we can give his wife something, some clarity, some type of something when that happens. But so yeah. Either way, AEW's been on fire lately. Jim Cornette's been talking shit lately about like AEW and how they're ruining the shit. So I'm just like, well, I believe Jim Cornette. I get him, I understand, and but I enjoy it because it's creative and it's different and it's something you don't always see, So I'm just like, I don't know. I feel different about it. Got allergies like crazy today. But anyway, so was there any other matches that I know there was Jericho and Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Yeah.
That and Sabu.
Now, since we're talking on AEW, this matters. Fear Fest, there was this artist there as a merch table, and it was a Danhausen picture he drew himself, and I almost copped it, almost bought it, y'all, but I didn't. I bought a fucking Legend poster instead. If you don't know, watch the movie Legend. We had Adam Cole and Chris Jericho and Sneeze.
Adam Cole and Chris Jericho. And Sabu jumped off the top rope onto a table that had 2 members of the Jericho Appreciation Society on it.
Oh, wow.
That was a whole thing that happened.
That seems like it. I'm waiting for CM Punk to come back. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on CM Punk to come back and just get it back in because we need him. Because we need that straight edge society back. We need that straight edge Punk back. Nope. So I like AEW is on another level. I love it. Alright. I think it's like some of the coolest shit ever. Those are spicy right there. Anyway, go get y'all some sweet Southern Heat barbecue chips. They're good. They're hot, so I can only eat like a little bit of them. But either way, people, AEW is lit. What you got to say? What we got on the docket? What kind of matches we got up? We got Adam Cole and them.
All right.
Jericho. We've got. I kind of forgot some of the match cards.
Adam Cole and Jericho. We had Trios Grudge match. The Hardys, Matt and Jeff. And FTW champion Hook. And All Ego, Ethan Page, and the Guns.
How'd that match go? Tell us some things, Joe. We'll give you the show to Joe real quick. You gotta talk, Joe.
We had Hook and Austin started off the match, locked up together and traded wrist control. And Hook went for an angle lock, but Austin Gunn grabbed the ropes. Of course, Matt and Jeff did their thing and showed their tag team
skills and stuff. So their Hardy Boy shit came out. Yeah. That's good.
And then Hook took out 3 members of the opposition with judo shoulder throws.
Apparently. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy, man. AEW's on something, I think. There's something else, I just think it's crazy that, AEW's came a long way in 4 years.
Ethan Page tapped out, so the Hardys won.
Yeah, okay, that's good. That's all I needed to know that the Hardys won.
Yeah, and then we had... the Blackjack Battle Royal, freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
We got past that, though.
Ari Daivari,
Go through the people.
Bandito, Big Bill, The Machine, Brian Cage, Chuck Taylor, Dustin Rhodes.
Okay, cool. We got Goldust. Me and Luna, my daughter, was talking about Goldust this morning.
Switchblade, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Keith Lee,
Oh, good.
Kip-
He's back.
Kip Sabian, Commander,
Oh, I like Commander. He's a mask guy. He's good.
Leroy Moriarty,
Okay.
Penta
him.
El Cerro
Mero.
Maido,
Mero.
Ray Phoenix, Ricky Starks, Swerve,
Okay.
The Blade, The Butcher, Tony Nese, and Trent Beretta.
Okay.
And I told you that Orange Cassidy won that one.
Yeah.
Then the unsanctioned match, Adam Cole. We just talked about that one, but ultimately Cole won the match.
Okay. So we have Cole over Chris Jericho.
Yep.
That's good.
AEW World Tag Team Championship match.
Yeah.
FTR and Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett.
How many of these?
Maybe.
We got Pringle Scorching Hot. We got
Special guest referee
Sabu.
Mark Briscoe.
Oh, Mark Briscoe. That was
Cash Wheeler and Dax. FTR versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett.
Okay. Okay, I feel you now. Now I'm on the page now, I think. Man. So, like, I don't know. I have been keeping on some Jim Cornette stuff a little bit, not as much as I've been wanting to lately, but it's been just enough to.
Oh, Mark Briscoe as the special guest referee.
Okay. But yeah. Anyway, y'all go out and get the book of Nod. We got gummies all day, boy. We know what we're doing. We got some Adam Coles and some Jerichos and some CM Punks to come back.
Wrestling.
We had wrestling greatness.
Mark Briscoe. FTR used beautiful tandem offense on Jarrett and Jay Lethal. They went for a stereo sharpshooter, but Lethal and Jarrett made it to the ropes.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds really good. I like to hear that.
It apparently broke down at some point because Excalibur, the masked commentator, said Mark Briscoe has his hands full as Mark Briscoe tried to keep order. So apparently it broke down somewhere.
Okay.
Brainbuster and German suplexes on Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
Sonjay Dutt and Satnam Singh interfered into the match with Jarrett.
Okay.
And Jarrett tried to hit Dax Hardwood with a guitar.
Oh, nice.
It smashed Mark Briscoe instead. FTR used the Shatter Machine on Jay Lethal, but the ref Mark Briscoe wasn't there to count it. So Aubrey Edwards ran down to the ring.
Oh, that's good.
But Karen Jarrett rocked Aubrey with a guitar shot.
Jarrett?
She used the guitar.
Oh, good. We have Karen Jarrett being on screen.
And then Jay Lethal spiked FTR with lethal injections. Jeff Jarrett hit Dax Hardwood with the title belt and followed up with the stroke for a 2 count. FTR used the Shatter Machine on Jarrett and pinned him. FTR kept the titles. Mark Briscoe and FTR hugged after the end of the match.
Okay. That sounds good, man.
It was a pretty intense match.
Sounds like it.
Then we had Wardlow and Arn Anderson as the champion in a ladder match versus Christian Cage with Luchasaurus.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, you know Christian Cage is
a dickhead.
A ladder match god is what I was going to say.
Oh, a ladder match dickhead? Is that what you're going to say?
Christian is a ladder match god along with the Hardys and Edge and the Dudley Boys.
I know. But, you know, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. I don't even like Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett sucks.
Oh,
Ric Flair sucks. What are we talking about? Anyway, we're talking about what match was next?
a ladder match.
Oh yeah, the Christian versus what? Jungle Boy? No, he's off.
That was a buried alive match.
Oh.
We're talking about
We were talking about something.
Wardlow
Oh,
and Christian.
And Christian, okay.
and in a ladder match is what we were talking about.
Oh, okay. That's what it is.
And Christian is a ladder match god. So I can only imagine
Yeah.
that match was fabulous. I don't know Wardlow, but
Wardlow's a really good talent, and he's being... Oh, Jim Cornette likes to say he's being booked wrong, but I think it's working for him. But, that's just beside the point. I ain't Jim Cornette. I ain't had millions of years working with the company, and I ain't old as fuck. I just old head when it comes to wrestling. I'm an old head. But, yeah. So, But, yeah.
at the end of the match, Christian climbed the ladder in the ring, but Arn Anderson shoved the ladder over. Christian fell off and right into Wardlow's arms. Wardlow powerbombed Christian.
Okay.
Wardlow climbed the ladder and pulled the belt down. Wardlow remained at the top, said Excalibur. So, end of the match, Wardlow keeps the championship to Christian. So he kept the championship.
Well, that's good for Wardlow because he needs to be beating legends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He needs to be doing legend things.
We had the AEW Women's World Championship.
Okay.
Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm.
You want to walk outside?
Tony Schiavone joined the commentary team for this match. I'm sad I missed that.
Tony Schiavone is the man.
I love Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone.
Jamie Hayter was attacked by Saraya and Ruby Soho as she made her entrance. The Outcasts triple-teamed Jamie Hayter, and the match finally began, and Tony stomped on Jamie.
Stomp the corpse off.
Then Brick Breaker sprinted to the ring and began to brawl with Saraya. Ruby Soho sprayed Jamie in the eyes with the spray paint as the ref was distracted. And Sheeta came flying down the ramp with a kendo stick. Sheeta and Ruby fought around the ring. Jamie went for the Haterade on Tony and immediately clutched her arm. Tony spiked Jamie Hayter with a Storm Zero and pinned her. And the new AEW's Women's Champion, Toni Storm.
Awesome. That's what I needed to hear right there is Toni Storm doing some big things right now. Because that's good shit. Well, she just deserves it, Then
we had the House of Black World Trios Championship match versus the Acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowens. And I want to say something.
All right.
And I don't know how you feel about it, but apparently AEW referenced Dom and Rhea on their television program.
What?
Apparently, because there was a tweet that went out, and you can take it how you will, but there was a tweet that went out by Rhea that they were over in multiple companies.
Okay.
Apparently, she tweeted it and tagged Dom, talking about how they were over in two different companies.
Oh yeah, I seen something on. Oh my. I seen something. Yeah, I see something. I'm on one, but I did forget the lighter. All right.
Then we had the AEW World Trios Championship match. The House of Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, and Malachi Black.
That was probably a good match right there.
Champions versus the Acclaimed Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, and Daddy Ass. The reason I talked about what I talked about was because Buddy Matthews.
Yeah, him and Rhea Ripley are dating. They're married, I think.
And so she, as Rhea Ripley,
yeah,
posted a tweet.
Yeah. about Dom's name.
About Dom's name being on AEW.
Oh, yeah.
And her boyfriend talking about it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Maybe they're just going to roll with it. They're going to do some crazy shit with that.
Or just nuts.
Or just do it the way they're doing it. Nonchalantly, not even trying, and just doing what they're doing.
But the tweet she posted had a picture of the dude.
Oh.
From AEW in the segment where he was talking about it.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I think wrestling's just getting crazy, It really is.
They took a whole shot at AEW.
What, AEW? That's crazy. AEW's getting crazy. I like what I'm hearing from like WWE and AEW and all that because it's just getting better and better and better and better. I think, there's people out there that are probably going to be thinking different, or you got Jim Cornettes out there that hate everything, but
I have complaints about what they've done sometimes with the whole Roman thing. I liked Roman.
Yeah.
When he was in the Shield.
I did too.
And I didn't mind Roman. I had some sympathy for him when he was dying of cancer.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the whole way they've made the character now has kind of just pushed me off of it.
Pushed you off of it, yeah. Yeah, I'm over some things in wrestling because it's just sad how things are going.
Apparently, this match went really quickly too.
What match?
The Acclaimed and
Daddy
the
Ass.
House of Black.
Okay, so that match happened. Y'all check that out. We're just gonna run through these matches. What's the next one? We got
Daddy
Jade
Ass
Cargill.
Finally got a tag and was throwing haymakers. Buddy Malachi and Black clocked Daddy Ass with a roundhouse kick and pinned him, so the House of Black actually won the match.
That's good. We got that. We got Jade Cargill down here.
TBS Championship match. Jade Cargill with Layla Gray versus Taya Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm. Who won this?
Going quickly through it.
We had a bunch of punches and kicks. And
Chris?
I'm just playing.
No, sorry.
Something about Chris Statlander, I heard.
Yeah, that is true. Hold on. Jade Cargill hoisted up Taya and finished her off with Jaded. Good enough for the victory. Jade won. But then Chris Statlander made her return. Chris came to the ring. Statlander smashed Jade with a Sunday Night Fever and pinned her. And the new TBS champion was Chris Statlander.
That's good to hear. What's the next match? I'm glad Statlander won that. We have MJF.
AEW Championship match for the Four Pillars match.
Yes, the Four Pillars.
MJF, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy Jack Perry, and the Spanish God Sammy Guevara.
The Vlog King, boy, he's good.
And Sammy cracked Jack with the GTH. And Darby went with a coffin drop on Jack Perry. And moments before Darby landed, MJF put his title belt on Jack Perry. And the back of Darby's head collided with the title belt. And MJF used a side headlock to take over and pinned Darby Allin.
Huh. That's wild. That's the main event right there, right?
And then the main event time.
Hangman Page.
In the Arena.
Yeah.
Number...
Anarchy in the Arena, boy.
2.
Y'all might not like these episodes so good because I didn't really watch them. He did, but I did. I didn't watch this one all the way, but
the Elite, Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks, and the Blackpool Combat Club, Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, and Wheeler Yuta.
Okay, Wheeler useless.
And apparently this is just the crazy nutso match. It was a whole
y'all know what that is. Y'all know what it is.
You knew what it was going to be.
Yeah, because it's crazy. It's everywhere. They had table spots. They had this. They had that. Everything happened that you wanted. Who won it?
Don Callis handed a screwdriver to Yuta. Yuta spiked Page with it. Takashita jumped into the ring with a knee strike to Omega, and Yuta tied up Omega with the seatbelt and pinned him.
Oh, the seatbelt pin, yeah. All right, so Yuta won.
After the
Yuta
match, Don Callis used his belt on Omega. But yeah, Yuta won the match.
Okay, so Blackpool Compact Club is tougher than the rest of them.
Mm.
So the Elite loses. Okay, cool. Well, that's that, guys. We've got 2 podcasts in one little bit of time, and we are out like...
This has been the Highest Fuck Podcast.
Oh.
And we are out
like
Elvis Presley.
Give me applause, please. Like and subscribe.